there is a big thing about having curriculums and having a very set path through learning. That's not a good idea. I mean, just speaking from having done that and having done different things, what we tend to do is we have an overview of what we're doing, and of course we've got things that we need to cover in English and maths, but basically they're fairly simple and you've got to cover them every day. So we've got to cover, for example, fractions, but there's no reason why you have to do a maths lesson about fractions. You can do fractions when you're cooking. You can do fractions trying on shoe sizes, can't you? You can do fractions with a bar of chocolate when you're out walking. Well, as I say, you have to be able to seize those opportunities as well. But it's being able to change what you're doing. Being able to see that something that you're doing is actually it's serving its own purpose. It's not serving the purpose of the young people, and then go, no, this isn't serving the purpose of the young people, and I want to change it to do this. And that always means that you go off piste a bit. So my schemes of work look like sort of mind map diagrams, and it just covers all the things that I want to, notes on all the things that I want to cover generally in a term, and I do cover them all. So.
Not everybody here is the same. Some people have more education areas where their English and their maths is quite poor, and some maybe their English and maths is at a reasonable level, but their social skills may not be as developed. In some cases it's both. Let the student do what they can do, expect the best for them, but understand that their best is maybe not the best of like another student. So you've got to also judge them as people, individuals as well. And if they say things that society wouldn't seem as normal, accept them for who they are, not try and put them into the mould that school wants them to be.
As well as maths and English and employability, we want to give them the general knowledge. So it's not that on a paper it's maths, English and employability. We can explore more things as well.
We know that maths is something that people don't want to do. It's a dry kind of topic really. So what you do is you introduce that in a variety of interesting ways that make a difference to people's lives.
We've got learning plans, we've got schemes of work for the year, but we try as well to add on and mix like life skills. What I said before, life skills means that I do cooking as well with them, because I thought it's quite a good idea to be able to cook when they live themselves later on as adults, and also to be able to go shopping and find cheap shops, cheap options, and also decide on what is healthy, what is not healthy, and also use the money in shops, weigh, I don't know, flour, count eggs, and or measure the liquid milk or something needed for the recipe. So it's all involving the cooking, all involving maths, because you have to measure things, which is maths, and actually do the final product, which is they always try what they make, and then they have to say, even they don't like it, they don't like vegetables, none of them like vegetables, but they have to try and think what, and sometimes they are very surprised actually that they like it.
Could anyone raise their hand and tell me what subject generally have we been covering recently?
English.
Of course, because I do teach English as well, but in maths.
Algebra, quantitative equations.
Algebra. What
equations.
What was the last thing? We were doing something quite brainy last time, weren't we? What were we doing?
I am a grass hunter.
Doing those
Graphs.
slightly
They're called formulas.
With the X and Y axis, you
Yeah,
know.
we were working out, using the equation, we were working out what the value of y was for each value of x.
-4 equals 2i.
Got to say, though, you asked me that originally as a question, didn't you? You said, is the...
Is the square root of -4 2i?
Yes! Indeed, the square root of -4 is 2i. Maths queen.
So, Cameron, can you talk me through this character profile sheet?
Yeah, it was supposed to be a character profile to like describe a character that we were going to make for a backstory about, and then guessing then we were going to make an actual story with them in, and then I filled in like some of these, like gender, age, hair, and like build, and then I answered where they live and how they live, and then I just started writing the story, because it just gave like all the ideas I had then written down on that book, just gave me all the ideas I needed to start writing the story instantly.
I woke up when I heard an owl scream. I saw the moon up high and shining bright, and just when I was having a nice dream. I am a fish who swim in the blue sea. I like to dive down deep beneath the waves. I never drove a car or climbed a tree. I can't go on land, even though I'm brave. I am a bird who tweets up in the sky. I fly around and shit on people's heads, and I go to ground, not heaven, when I die. I go down to the garden and eat bread. I am an animal like all these. I like to do exactly as I please.
I've got like a drama group like literally right next to here. One of the girls there like brought in a poem once about like the group, and I kind of felt like I wanted to do something like that someday, and I felt like writing this story and then writing it all down, felt like this is like something I want to take in and show them.
I am a cat who sits on purple mats. I like the colour cause it's of the night. At night I go outside and chase the bats. I catch them in my claws, give them a bite. I am a butterfly who likes to fly from flower to drink the petal juice. But going shopping often makes me cry. I have 6 legs, so I have to buy 6 shoes.
I used to like writing stories, and like then like up to like the second year of high school, and then I just thought I couldn't bother with it anymore, and then well I've come here and now I'm writing a 7-page one again, so I guess I've gotten back into writing them again. I feel really inspired, inspired to do like a lot of work and get all the grades I need, and just yeah, it's fun.
I decided on a handwriting competition just for my group, but I mentioned it to Leonora, who does the bulk of the other English, and she also decided it was a good idea because handwriting is something that they don't do well. None of them do well. Most of them have problems with fine motor skills. But what we wanted to do was to have a competition where we could look at the improvement you could make in writing by sitting, taking some time, because one of the things they all think you have to do with work is finish it quickly. The other aspect of what's going on here is that we used a comparison with a previous piece of work.
Oh, okay, the before and after kind of thing. Okay.
So we all chose selections of pieces of work which sort of represent what we've been doing and what the young people have been doing. So you see there's work on poetry, there's work about.
And it can be about
things
anything.
they like and things they don't like. It gives a cross section of the kind of work that they've been doing. And each piece of work reveals something about the young people. So, one of the things just simply is some of my young people have got quite severe learning disabilities, and you probably wouldn't expect them to know what an iamb is, or what iambic pentameter is, or what a quatrain is. But they've been writing down what those things are, and then giving examples of them that they've made up themselves. So that's just to show that they can do like brainy stuff.
One of my groups did the competition as well, and I did put some of the samples together, because I still think a lot of the time it's not the young people themselves who have difficulties with the world, it's the world that has difficulties actually appreciating these young people and their value and who they are.